So, here we are with Rotten Rez.
Yep.
So, tell me all about your company and what you two guys do. What do you specialize in the haunt industry?
Well, this is our first year vending. I'm an animation technician at the Darkness Creepy World Limp Brewery here in St. Louis. We specialize in animations and costumes. She's more of the costume side. She does the stressing and stuff like that. We've always kind of like entertained the idea of vending and stuff, but we never really went through with it. But then when we decided to move things up, we're already here. And working on, if you know anything about Larry's haunts here in St. Louis, he has tons and tons of animations.
Yes, he does.
And so working on all these animations has let me study them as I go and kind of find out what the failure points are of most companies' animations, because I'm working on everything from Poison Props, Unit 70, Scare Factory, all the big players. Okay. And so with our stuff here, none of this stuff has been failing over the weekend. These things have been going off every 30 seconds. The way we built them is to last year on a house, take stress off your techs, because that's what I do. And I hate it whenever I have to work on an animation, and especially when an animation breaks, mid-show, and it's one of our main pieces. And for Larry it's different because every room has a main piece.
Yeah.
Like one of these for smaller haunts would be a main piece.
Yeah.
And so you don't want those failing, especially when you're spending as much money, because buying an animation, I mean, it's an investment. It's like buying a car. You have to upkeep it and everything. It's not just gonna keep itself going all the time. You have to make sure you're keeping the water lines clean, everything. And all of our animations come completely decked out with a controller, speaker, everything you need to run it. And this is our slam up table right here. She's more violent. We had to reprogram her for the show. She usually slams up in about half a second.
Oh wow.
And she's about twice as loud. We didn't want to bang up the floor. We also do some statics, like this guy right here. This is our pumpkin prowler. It's actually called the Pumpkin Patch Grounds Creeper. Like groundskeeper.
Yeah.
As if he's been guarding the pumpkin patch. We have these gore piles.
It's nice that you sell just that if someone just wants that for their set design.
Yeah, but we've developed our own blood recipe, and that's the same kind of thing we use on these. It's a secret formula, if you will, and we're still critiquing it. We're trying to make one that's a little more stretchy, that's better on the animation, so that they can have more movement without, snapping the blood. And over here, we have our jaw-ripping nun. We really like her. She's been one of our funnest pieces to work on. But same thing here. She has that same blood finish. She'll look up at you. You'll see her exposed jaw. And that's what we have as far as animations.
Can you tell me about the costumes?
Yeah, about the costumes.
So the costumes require 4 bases, like regular bases, and then we put like 6 or 7 coats of gore on them. So yeah, it's a big call. And then each suit is like different.
Yeah, they're all completely different. They're all customizable. So you can come here, buy a mass load of suits, and they would all be completely different. All the finishes are different. They come with the pants, shirts, everything, and they're completely gored out, and they all have different stuff on them. Like this one here. This one here, it's like as if someone had gotten their head shot off or something.
Yeah.
And they've got all the gore dripping down, and we've got all the holes coming through. Just different finishes. Then like she said, they've been gone over with like multiple layers of a base before even any of the gore goes into them. So these things are completely decked out. There's not, any spots. They're all shredded up. They look nasty. They look moldy, as if, you'd want them to look like they had just crawled out of the ground or they had been.
Exactly. You don't want it to look brand new.
So that's, our costume side of things. And, like I said, this is our first year vending. We've made enough sales this year that we are vending at the show again next year. We're hoping to be moved up further. We're actually hoping to be in the dark zone.
Awesome.
With more new animations and stuff like that. And like I said, we're really excited to be here. It's been a really good learning year for us. We're really far back here. We're like if you show them down here. If you look all the way down there, you can even pick it up. That white banner at the very end, that's the dark zone. And then if you look to our left, Christmas is right there. And then look, you got a haunted house company, and then you got nothing else. We are the last haunted house company. We're a vendor that's serious about getting into this, and we care about our products. Like I said, we want to make stuff that will last you and you don't have to work on, and be a reliable vendor, and go from there.
So where can everyone reach you? Do you have social media, your website?
We have a Facebook page, Rotten Rez Designs. We have an Instagram page. We're working on a website right now. Like I said, we just started vending. we want to make sure we have something fluid that people can go to and look at. We're gonna, keep developing products all year because we want to bring something to the show next year that's really gonna wow people. And like I said, any of our stuff here, I'm a certified welder. It's all custom fabrication. Selena's a seamstress, so she can do custom sewing on anything and then do up anything with these finishes on us. There was some guy yesterday that came in that they wanted like a suit slash what was it, straight jacket? Where it was like just a regular suit, but with like the straight jacket, buckles.
Oh, okay,
and stuff
okay,
on,
I got you,
to kinda give it the vibe of a straight jacket. And we can do totally customizable stuff like that. Any of these blood finishes that you want on them. Any of these gore piles can be customizable. We can do huge piles, whole panels out of this, but it's super rigid stuff. And we're located right here in St. Louis.